Hey besties, welcome to the Safe Space Podcast.
Where oversharing is our love language and chaos is our comfort zone.
It's Tay and Liv. We're here to unpack life, laugh at ourselves, and share everything that should have stayed in the group chat.
But hey, if we're spiraling, then you're spiraling with us. It's a safe space. Let the chaos begin.
All right, so the icebreaker of today's episode is going to be our highs and lows of the week. So Liv, you can start off.
All right, so for me, oh crap, the high of the week is this. I feel like it's something we've been talking about for a long time. So being able to be here with your friends, your family, this is my high of the week.
Yes, I actually think that's probably one of my highs of the week as well. Because this is yet to come true. And I'm just so glad that we're finally sitting in these chairs, getting it started. And who knows where it's going to take us. But I am just so excited to see where this journey could possibly go.
Clock it.
What is your low, though, Liv?
My low of the week is the rain. I have not been able to literally sit at home and just enjoy the rain. I'm constantly working when it's raining. So that's my low of the week.
Okay, I actually kind of like the rain weather. Not too much while I'm outside, but definitely if I'm indoors, I love the rain. But I think one of my lows this week is, honestly, I'm actually going to say my daughter getting sick. She has actually not been doing the best, and it's been rough for her, especially at nighttime, with a congested nose and stuff. And me and her dad have been doing everything we can to help her. Mm-hmm. But I think that's actually my low, because I hate seeing my baby go through that.
She's the cutest baby ever. A lot of y'all get your babies in check. I'm just kidding. But what's a random? Let's end it on a random something. Just a random fact of the week.
I don't know. You tell me.
A random fact is I stepped on shit.
Okay, I don't even know how to top that. A random fact. Okay, I work at a preschool, guys. And I taught my kids from the movie. I don't know if anybody's watched it, but Cheaper by the Dozen. And there's a scene that chin up, charge the mountains. Mm-hmm. So I taught them how to say that. My 2 to 4 year olds, I taught them how to say chin up, charge the mountains.
Period. Chin up, charge the mountains.
All right, guys, so let's just get into it. Let's just dive into it. Let's deep and dive, get real raw, get real, real, and just let's start. So, Liv, you read our first question.
First question is, how did we become friends? Taylor Spring.
How did we? Okay, keep in mind, I was really young. So, Liv is 25 now. I'm 21. But when we met, how old was I? I was 12.
You was little. No, she was.
I was little, very little.
Yeah.
So I honestly don't even think I could really start that, because I only remember when we were friends, and I remember us going to summer camp, but we were already in a friend group.
It's for me, I always struggle. I think me and Tay were talking about this yesterday. When was the actual date? Because I don't feel like we kind of know, but we kind of have ideas. And I think for me, I think it was at the camp, because there was a time we all lived in the same area, in the same Dream Center place. Mm-hmm. Shout out to y'all, sort of, kind of. But when I met her and her siblings, they were all tiny. I'm talking about little bittle. They were little and younger than me, and then they had left. And I think it's when y'all came back the second time, and then y'all went to camp. When we really connected? Yeah, we got connected.
Yeah, because I remember the first summer camp I didn't go to. I wasn't allowed. I wasn't old enough yet.
Yeah. And then you finally was able to go to camp. And then from there, her mom and my mom were pretty close. They were talking. And I guess, we was close through camp. And then, it was just the parents from there. Mm-hmm. And then I think one of you guys had a birthday party.
Okay. It probably was Tyler. I think it was Tyler, because we decorated the door and stuff.
Yeah. And then from that birthday party, it's just been ever since, we've been friends, and we've been... Because, it was Tyler's birthday party, because there's a picture of me, you, Tyler.
All of us was hanging on the door.
On the door, and then we all went to Huntington Park, that area, I think, or a beach area, and we took pictures.
Yeah.
And we were called the Fab Four. Yeah, so, there was, a group of us, and we've, literally since we got in each other's life, I think we have not yet departed.
Yeah, we don't... All I can say is that we've had a lot of years that have gone by, and just Liv has never strayed. We've had a lot of friends coming in and out of our group, I would say, and just we've always remained solid. We've always we're family at this point. I don't even really say that we're friends. We're literally family. She's known me since I was a jit. A little
You got to
baby.
pay by blood to get in.
Like, we just, I don't know, like, we just been walking what, it's almost like 10 years now, or it's hit 10 years now.
I think it's hit 10 years.
Yeah.
I think we should get a 10-year friendship tattoo. I
think
think that's
we
like
have
the
to.
longest
that's
like
rando.
friendship is mandatory. you
Yeah,
know, so
I think we absolutely have to.
yeah.
And weren't you there for one of my first tattoos?
Yeah. I was there for
Yeah.
most of them. Literally, like,
Yeah.
most of your tattoos. So,
We definitely,
we
we're
locked
definitely
in.
gonna have to. And I just remember that no matter what, Liv has always been by my side. Nobody's coming in between that.
keep going.
This is my writer. This is my writer. Okay, for the second question, well, let's talk about it because our podcast is going to be called Safe Space.
Mm-hmm.
So what does safe space like mean to us, Liv? What does it mean for you?
Safe space, what it means to me, I'm about to go a little deeper over here. For me, like, growing up, I didn't have a safe space. I was an only child, so I didn't have nobody to feel safe in. I didn't have that person to talk to. I didn't have no safety net, period. So as I got older, like, you know, I had to, this is going to sound stupid, but my safe space is always the toilet. Like, I literally go in there when I'm taking a number 1 or 2, and I'm just, like, having deep conversations.
No,
like, the bathroom.
the bathroom
like,
is
that
a safe space because that used to
It
be
is.
mine too.
It is. Like,
Yep.
that's literally my safe space. Like, I'm just in the bathroom, like, having full-blown conversations, making music in my head, like, literally thinking I'm on a Breakfast Club and just interviewing myself. Like, literally,
Right.
that's my safe space, is my time when I'm talking to God and everything. But the name, I feel like, just, you know, for a lot of people to come in and for us to just be able to have a safe space where we can just literally talk about any and everything without feeling judgment, because I feel like there's a lot of judgment that goes on in this world in general.
Yes.
People are scared to talk about what they want because of, you know, cancel culture and all of that bullshit is going on. So just being able for us to be able to have a safe space, not just for us but for other people that eventually come on, where we could just have like honest conversations. That's
Yeah.
what the goal is, and just to open up, you know, like we may have a disagree or agree to a opinion, but like we're not here to judge you. We're just here to make everybody feel safe
And
So-
to listen.
and to listen.
And be a shoulder to cry on if needed.
Exactly. I may not cry, but I'll be your shoulder. Like, I'm not a crier. What is the truth?
No, I definitely want to piggyback off what you said about like just growing up, like, and not really feeling like you had a safety net or like someone that you could, like, a safe space or a safe person to be able to confide in.
Yeah.
And I definitely like connect with that because I didn't always have that growing up as well. And yes, even though my parents like would be there for certain times, and I feel like if it was really a case of emergency, we can run to them. But I feel like when it came to our emotional trauma and like stuff that our parents put us through, it definitely was not easy to be brought up and like, oh mom, I have an issue with this, like what you're doing or what dad's doing, this and that. So that was hard. And then of course that's why I feel so bad for people who are like only child.
Yeah.
I have my siblings and we just tore shit up. We might have gotten in trouble and stuff, but I feel like that's having them is what kept my childhood alive, and feeling somewhat safe and feeling somewhat of a safety net is through them.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't have my siblings, I really don't know what I would have been like as a single child.
Yeah, no, it
having
is
the parents
boring.
that I had.
It's boring. I'm gonna tell you, everybody think being an only child is luxury. You get spoiled. No, it's not. No,
It's not always luxury.
It is not always luxury. I've seen like,
And I do know it's not always luxury having a whole bunch of like siblings as
either.
well,
Yeah.
because then sometimes the kids start raising the kids.
Yeah, no,
And I
used
don't
to
think
wish,
that's okay.
I was like, I wanted a sibling, but with everything that I've been through, I would be like, damn, to see my siblings go through what I went through. So I'm happy that I was able to be the only child. But let me tell you, it is not fun.
Yeah.
You got a lot of responsibilities to carry.
And that's why I'm so glad that we're starting this, because you became my safe space. You've literally seen me through everything, all the craziness, has never judged, has never been like, you know what, I don't think I could do this anymore.
Yeah.
Even the girls over here.
Yeah,
Even my,
we got our friends.
even my
back
girls
there.
over
Yeah.
here. Okay, you guys have just seen all the highs and lows, and never have you made me feel like unloved, and like just, you know, you've always just showed up, showed out. And I will always support you guys and love you down bad for that. And that's why I'm so glad that we're starting this, because future guests that we bring in here, it is all about sharing and not feeling judged and just wanting to be heard and just wanting to be seen. And that's what this is for us. That's
Exactly.
why we are creating this safe space.
Exactly. So come on, let us be a safe space, folks.
Yes, we will be having guests, guys.
Wanna
Okay,
read the
so
next question?
yeah, ready? Go
Yeah.
ahead, Liv.
Okay, so what does friendship mean to you, and obviously to me? like individually?
Friendship is hard because, like I've said, like there's been so many people that I feel like that we've just met over the years that we really tried to connect with, and it always didn't work out. Not every time it was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest friendship ever. But I just feel like friendship to me is honestly just like having the ability to want to try to understand somebody else, like really wanting to learn another person, get to know another person, understand another person, be able to have those uncomfortable conversations, be okay with not agreeing all the time, being okay with, you know, constructive criticism, because I feel like if you're not able to take constructive criticism, really hear about yourself, then that's not your friend and you're not being a good friend.
Exactly.
Like, you have to be able to grow, and not only for yourself but for the people around you. You can't expect to have great friendships and great relationships but don't want to do the work to that goes into that. No, you know, you can't. I feel like a lot of people ask for handouts and just expect things, especially from friends, like, because that's not your blood, that's just someone that you worked with. So I feel like a lot of times, like, people will walk over their friends, like, and just say and do anything and just expect, like, oh, you know what, they're my friend, like, they're just like, what? No, I feel like you need to treat everybody with respect and treat everybody how you want to be treated. And like, friends are a worse heartbreak than men. Like, I will be more distraught over a friend breakup than over like a man. So I feel like I just take more pride and more like care with my friendships than I do other relationships, and I just wish others would too. Yeah.
No, I piggyback off that too. Friendship heartbreak is the worst. It is. I feel like I mean, I've had a heartbreak. You know, my first heartbreak was my father. You know, fuck you. But
wait, because I think Tyler was mine. Fuck you too, Tyler.
But no, friendship ones are definitely hard for me. What it means to me is like, it means the world, and I'm like, when I have a friend, I try my best and I make it my full-time day job to keep it as close. I didn't have friends growing up, and I've always said I want to be what I didn't have. You know, I want to be the person that I didn't get to, like, I didn't have growing up. So for me, I'm like, I didn't have friends, so I never knew how to be a friend, but I knew if it's supposed what I am to other people feels good. So I'm like, I know if it feels good, then that's what that is, you know, for me. And I'm like, I'm a damn good friend. I'm gonna tell you that now. I'm like a damn good friend,
loyal to the bone.
Exactly. So if you lose me, I ain't do shit to you. Like, no, you just insecure. I am literally. I have met a lot of people in my life, and like, I'll call my mom and she'll tell you, like, there's nothing you can say bad about me, you like, as a person or anything. You know, I'm like, I go beyond and out for my friends. I love hard. Literally. And for me, like, friendship, like,
even when she's not there, she's gonna make her presence known.
Exactly. I'm there somehow, some way. Yeah. And then, like, yeah, it means a lot. Like, you know, to me, being only child, I didn't have nobody, I don't have siblings. So it's like, if I didn't have siblings, I'm like, I have to have friends. But for me, I didn't fit in a lot of group, you know, whatever. Growing up in a whole nother country is a different environment.
Oh, yeah, because tell the people where you're from.
You know, your girl's from the UK. You know? Big up to man them. But like, no, for real, it's very different. And
she didn't always grow up out here.
Exactly. And my family are Africans, straight Africans. So like, the culture is all different as well. So like, when I came out here, it was very different. But I always told myself, and I promised myself, that when I do have friends, I'm gonna hold them very dear to my heart, and I'm not gonna do anything to ruin it. And that's just my mindset. Be yourself, don't ruin it, love hard, and be loyal to the team. But also, I'm a Capricorn, so we naturally some loyal ass people. But like, even with Tay, like, just be that friendship I cherish. I'll choose that friendship over any friendship in the world. Like, literally, like, no matter what happens, we always find ourselves back in each other's circle. Literally. We can go about our life for 2 years, 3 years, but
and that's what I also love. And I feel like those are also real true friendships. Like, people that you don't need to speak to or be in each other's face every day, but when you're with each other, it's like no time was lost.
Exactly.
Like, we will always like be intertwined and always know, like, without knowing what's up.
Yeah, and I love it. I like I said, friendship is something that means a lot. I don't even look at us as friends. I feel like we're family at this point. Like, literally. So if you want to be part of the group, you got to show some blood. Like, shed blood. I'm talking about bleed, you know.
Okay. Because we've been through hell and back.
Exactly.
Hell and back. Yep. But we're still standing tall, and I love that.
We are. It's funny, though. If you think about it, how many
like,
people
from White Chicks, you're all the backup I need.
Exact. Period.
I'm a
big dog. No, but
yeah,
like,
linebacker live.
Linebacker. Oh, if you want to know about that story, we'll tell y'all later. But, no, but it's crazy though. You know why? because we've had a lot of people over the years of us being friends, and like nobody that was friends with us then is still friends with us this day, but somehow we still are. I think that's crazy how many people have tried to come in.
Like from when we met, huh?
Yeah,
The time of that we met, we're literally the only people that are still around.
They're still
like
around.
nobody else that used to be in like that place. So what? Those of you guys who don't know, the Dream Center is basically, it was a shelter that we all stayed at, and it was great. We lived on the family floor, and we had like a whole bunch of other families that lived around, and yeah, we are the only ones standing.
Yep.
But that tells you something about the other people.
Yeah.
And
God removes people in your lives for a reason.
yeah, literally. Okay, guys, so as the year is approaching, well, the new year is approaching and this one is ending, because a lot has happened in 2025. I'm sorry. I think the 2025 might be one of my best and worst years.
Yeah.
And the only reason it's the best is because my daughter was born.
We love her.
Yes,
So cute.
that is my pride and joy. My baby girl. She's only 9 months, but I absolutely adore her. And there's just been so much that has happened this year, and I'm just honestly like grateful and envious of the year. Like you can kiss my fucking white ass, but I also love you. Thank you. You brought me many blessings, but also many heartbreaks.
Yeah.
So what are you grateful for, Liv, as we're bringing into ending this year and bringing the new year in? What is some like new year resolutions, and then what are you just like grateful for?
What I'm grateful for this year, I feel like, is just being able to learn myself as a whole. I feel like every year we always be like, new year, new us, but like, is there really a new us? I feel like, you know, life always just happens, but I feel like this year I was able to learn every season of myself. You know, like me from being broken down completely to being able to put myself back up. I'm starting to learn like my hobbies that I like to do, things that like before I didn't have the opportunity to do so, but now I'm in a position where mentally my brain is fine. Like mentally I'm okay, so I can actually take time for myself to just like figure out what it is that Olivia likes to do, what is it that I want to do, and like what I want for myself and not what other people want, because I've been like spending my whole life doing what everybody else wants for me and like not what I want. So fuck y'all, because I'm doing my own thing, you know what I mean?
She needs to start living for her.
So I'm grateful just for being able to be in every season that I've got to be in. I'm grateful for the people that are still in my life, you know. Grateful for you. I'm grateful for my niece. I love her so much. She's the cutest, bro. She's the cutest little baby. Like just the cutest little baby. I'm grateful for my job.
Mommy will be home soon.
Yeah, we coming. I'm thankful for my job because like this time last year I wasn't really working.
Yeah.
So I have a job to work.
Yeah.
You know, I was working with teenagers. I do love them, but some chapters gotta close. I'm grateful for my mother. You know, I mean, as much as we've had our differences, you know, time is very valuable. Time is short as hell.
Time is of the essence.
It's of the essence. Of the essence. And yeah, I'm just like, you know, I'm just grateful that I was one of those people who got to make it throughout this year. You know,
Amen.
I feel like it's a blessing to be able to live another day, you know, because tomorrow's not promised. So being able to live in 2025, it's, yeah. And then the New Year's resolution. I really haven't set myself to one. I just was like, you know, I'm going into the new year with a new slate. I'm changing my number. You know, I'm going in new phone, new number. Like, I just want to go in clean, like, you know, in a clean slate, you know, just clean. I've had my phone number since 2017, bro. Like, I've not changed it ever since 2017. And it's time, you know. So I'm going in with new, everything new. I think like it's a new year, you know, I'm
just
about to be
start.
26. So it's like, you know, almost 30. Not there, but almost.
No.
And then, just enjoying life.
You still got a lot of good years in you.
Yeah. So I'm like, just, you know, whatever life brings in 2026, I'm taking it to the chin. I'm having fun. What about you?
Honestly, yeah. I don't even know. There is a lot to be grateful for. And that's one thing. I am trying to change the power of my tongue, because the power of the tongue is so real. It's so valuable, so powerful, and it's a lot of people don't like really recognize that. And I manifest, like I used to manifest everything, which is why I have everything that I have. So I need to get back on that. So I think that's part of my New Year resolution. I'll start there, of changing the way I speak about myself and others, like, and just like, I need to really stop thinking. I've been thinking so negative lately, and I need to stay positive, even though it may feel like my life is on fire and my whole world is crashing down upon me. I have a lot of things to be grateful for, and I need to just start seeing more of that and less of the bad, because I used to be such a positive person, and I don't want to ever stray from that. Especially now I have a little being that I need to stay positive for and bring some light into. So, and then just something I'm grateful for, of course, my daughter, as I've mentioned like 50 million different times in this video, but also my resilience. And that was a new word I learned.
Resilience.
My resilience. Like, I don't care what is happening, and I will always like get up on my feet. I will always find a way, because I have to keep pushing. I've seen so many people around me, especially my parents, like crash and just like burn and not get back up, or didn't have a plan or a plan B, and just kind of let their life go to shit until they kind of just figured it out. And I refuse to do that. Like, even simple things, like even though I grew up being on EBT and like learning about all the like government assistance and stuff like that, I want my daughter to know that that is when you're at your rock bottom. That is when you're like really can't no more. That is a crutch to help you get back up. That is not a way of life. That's not a way that you should be living and think like, I don't want my kid thinking that's okay. Like,
EBT is helpful though.
It is. No, EBT is helpful, and I have it right now, and I'm very grateful, but I don't want her to think like this is the only way you're going to be able to get food is because you have EBT. Like, I don't want her thinking that, which is why like I try as hard as I can to get it on my own. And if it wasn't for my daughter, I would not have EBT, because I didn't make enough. I made too much.
I don't have EBT.
They gave me $8 $8 before I had her social security in hand. Okay, so yeah, and it may be hard, but I want her to learn really like how much a penny is, how much every dollar is. I want her to work for her stuff. Even though I'm going to spoil the hell out of her and give her everything her little heart desires, I want her to know that like not everything gets handed to you. And I don't want her thinking like, you know, like expecting handouts in her life and stuff. So I don't know. That when I kind of went off on a tangent, I forgot.
That was good.
Like, I missed where I was going with that. But yeah, I'm just grateful for a lot, and I'm grateful for my resilience. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for like just my mind, my mindset. Like, I just will never stop going. I see such high potential for me and my family, and where I see myself in the future, and I just will work and do everything in my power to get there. Like, no matter how hard I have to do it, how many times I have to fall and pick myself back up, I will get there. I will do it.
You should be proud of yourself, though. I feel like a lot of people don't know this, but like one thing about Taylor, I know she was talking about the power of the tongue, but her power of the tongue is real as hell. Like, this girl has been saying like she's gonna get her bands, and she got it. And like her first car she said exactly when she was gonna get it, and she gets it. So like, as much as like the power of the tongue is real, so like always speak life into yourself, always 100%. But like one thing about you is when you say something, you do it.
Yes. You know, and I try to tell everybody that like you are capable of whatever you set your mind to. If you really want something and you really put your heart, your soul, your everything into it, you will achieve whatever you want. And just figure out how bad do I want it, and what am I going to do to get it. And it's okay, you will have bumps in the road. Not everything is perfect. Not everything's going to be a slip and slide, but you have to be able and willing to put in the work and take those steps to get there, because it doesn't come easy, and it doesn't come free to just anyone.
It's not. You got to work hard for it.
And it's so much more like exhilarating when you work on it on your own.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's rewarding when
it's
you like
so much
when you're
more
not getting
rewarding.
a handout from nobody, and you're able to just like,
and you're like, I did this myself.
Yeah, it feels good. It does. It feels amazing. I feel like just the reward of doing things on your own. Sometimes it could be hectic, like damn. But it's just like, it's rewarding.
So much more rewarding. Okay, so before we get all sappy, let's get some juicy in there. Let's get some pizzazz in there, Liv. So it's confession time, guys.
Confession time.
Let's get Sorry,
we got our friends back there.
Side quest real quick.
Side quest, go ahead. No, but confession time.
Okay, yes, let's do some confession time. So what is something, Liv, that you pretend you're over but absolutely like not over? Yeah.
What is something that
you're over but you're really like not over? That you pretend you're over but you're not over. Sorry guys, I need a quick snack break.
I'm like, do I say this to protect this person because they are
and you can
happy?
Use different like code words.
Okay, So I'm not talking to somebody, but I was real close to this one person. I'm not gonna go too deep yet. You know, there's more episodes to come where we can expose all of this stuff. But I was very close to this person, and you know, I wish there was more, and I've always pretend like, nah, I'm over that person. I'm over that person. They moved on, but deep down, I'm not. And I got some messages to know that person ain't over me either. But we not about to be messy, you know.
That will be here for another
day. But that person is happy, and I'm truly happy. But like, I'm not bitter. Obviously, move on. Connections sometimes tie, but like, I'm not over it yet. I'm gonna need one thing from that person before I'm actually over. But I think that's the situation. On a deeper note, I like to pretend that I'm over it, that there's a lot of things that have happened in life, with my mother and stuff. And I pretend it's over just, because it's easier to just pretend things are done than to actually, like, sit in it, which is unhealthy. But
we're working on it. Which is why we have this podcast.
Exactly.
So if you need help and you don't want to do therapy, we can be your guide.
Exactly. But, like, there's a lot of things that I have, like, just through childhood and everything that I like to say that I'm over. But I'm really not. I feel like it's like as you get older, it still haunts you. Things that I didn't even think I remembered, it still comes. And it haunts me deep.
Trauma's real.
As much as I like to say, I'm healed, you're not really healed for stuff. You think until you speak it out loud and stuff. But what about you, Tay?
Girl, a lot.
Oh,
I think I have too many things that I'm like, okay, so one thing about me is I'm definitely not a person that holds grudges. And I feel like if I'm being honest with myself and all of you, I think the only one person that I really do hold grudges on, and I can admit this, you woman, to my mother. I do hold on to a lot of stuff that woman has done to me, and I just do not know why I don't let it go. And I'm working on it, and I'm trying to work through it, like, within myself. And I don't know if that will be possible or if I have to work through it with her, because I'm just not even considering entertaining that right now. But yeah, I feel like I just have a lot of stuff and a lot of trauma that woman brings to me. And it sometimes affects me in current relationships that I try to have with women, which is why I don't have a lot of female friends. And it just sucks because there's just so much stuff, like, and we could get into it in a different segment, but just a little snippet, like, my mom isn't, maybe not. I don't want to, like, start off with the bad because she isn't bad. I feel like our parents taught us a lot of life lessons, and my mom taught us, and, like, what it was to, like, be raped and like certain stuff that I feel like a lot of parents try to hide from their kids. But I was very grateful that she taught us at an age where we were very understanding, and once we start branching out and going out to parties that had drugs and stuff like that, like, even though we weren't taking anything, of course people were drinking and smoking around us. We had people in school that did pills and stuff, like, so I was just glad that she educated us on that stuff, because my parents are ex-drug addicts. Like, my grandma was an ex-alcoholic. Like, we have that in our family. I was a crack baby myself. So I like certain stuff like that, like, I commend them for, and they provided for us. We always had a roof over our head, clothes on our back, food in our mouth, like the necessities that we needed. When it came to the emotional support and the emotional trauma and stuff like that, and then stuff with her and my dad's relationship and fighting and the police getting called and us getting woken up, like when we're in middle school and high school at 2 in the morning, like, that's not okay. Stuff like that is not okay. Her putting hands on me when I'm pregnant is not okay.
Oh, it is. Like, that's a story for another time. Like, that
there's stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm just not over that stuff, and I really haven't worked through that trauma. And then my dad dying, my best friend dying 4 months prior, and I don't think I've still really even, like, coped with that, because I don't really want to think about it too long, because then, like, I just don't want to deal with it and get emotional. Because I was a daddy's girl. And now having my own daughter, and then realizing that one day I'm going to get married and my daughter will never be able to meet her grandpa, like, that shit really gets to me, and I will never get over that. I don't see how someone can get over that.
Yeah.
The relationship that I lost with my brother, like, we used to be really, 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 really close. Like, that was my world, and we don't even speak. Like, and that sucks. Like, there's probably a lot. There's, like, a lot that I'm, like, going through, and I don't really know how to deal, and time just keeps moving. The world just keeps happening, and I don't feel like I've had time to really just, like, rest and, like, think and, like, deal with my stuff. I'm just stuffing and going, and then sometimes it just blows up.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it.
You know, time heals all things. You know, I feel like as much as time does move fast, it does, but this time in life where you have to take that time for yourself and just sit in those moments, because I feel like with you haven't had, like, it literally went from your dad to then getting pregnant and then having a Laura, then, you know, just like life just moved on
life
for you.
happened so fast. Like, it was like the minute I turned 18, like, I had moved out when I was 17. That didn't really work out. Moved that literally back home a week. I think it was like a week, within the week or a week after I turned 18, because I refused to go back to my mom's house until I turned 18, because I knew the rules were still going to be whatever her rules was. So once I went back, I made a promise to myself that I was never going to move out again, because I didn't want to do the roommate situation again, like, until I could. Moved out right when I was about to turn 19. And I'm so grateful that I've been at my apartment since then, but it's been a struggle. Like, so it's like I moved out a year later after I turned 18. I had a car payment now, had bills, then like went through a horrible breakup, then met this new man, got pregnant within 2 months, like, and I love my man, I love my baby, but that wasn't like in my
it wasn't
cards, like that. I literally genuinely thought I could not get pregnant, because literally 2 months prior I was at the hospital and was admitted for having a 5 centimeter abscess on my right ovary, and they said if it was 6 centimeters I would have needed surgery, but they kept me for 3 days. I washed it with antibiotics, it went down, but the nurse literally said if I were to ever catch an STD or anything like that, my chances of having children go out the window. So I'm just like, oh, that's between me and God, like, I'll worry about that when the time is here. Then boom.
And now she got a beautiful baby, bro.
And I was struggling. Baby. I was battling with myself back and forth. Do I keep it? I scheduled the abortion appointment twice. Never went, but would go to my regular appointments. And it was like a month and a half of me trying to decide if I even wanted to keep this baby. And then me telling myself, maybe it's a sign from God. Maybe this is my dad. Like, everything above. And I'm just so grateful that I went through with it, because I had the best labor. I had the best pregnancy. She's outstanding, and she truly, like, saved
and
me.
I would say this though, Laura, can I say her name?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know we like.
Yeah. No. Alora is Alora, and it stands for God's light. That's my Alora.
Yeah, Laura is, like, honestly, just from somebody who's known you and been able to be in every season you've been in, Alora is definitely one of your biggest blessings. And I say that because you without Alora to you with Alora now is a different shift as a person, but also like where your focus is now. Like, I know, like, before you it was just you, like, obviously, so it's like, oh, you know, I'm gonna do for me, but now, like, your shift is completely, like, if Laura's not okay, then everything else don't matter, you know. Like, and seeing that, because, you know, we have a lot of parents nowadays that don't choose their kids. They still want to live their life, they still want to have fun, they still want to be young, which, go ahead, do that, but you got to remember your priorities.
And she is my world.
And she
is my end all be
exactly. But the good thing about it is that I feel like the thing about, you know, you having kid, especially right now with him being it, is like you're still able to have time for yourself and go out and enjoy yourself, but still able to be a mother in that middle. And I feel like that's where a lot of parents, like, mess up at. They want to go out, just have fun, and put the baby to the side, but you can't do, like, you can't do that. But you don't do that. You, like,
both worlds.
You
like,
have you literally put baby first and still have time for yourself. Yeah. But, like, if your baby's not good,
and I want to shout out my baby dad for that, because low key, like, in the beginning it was definitely hard for us. It was like our whole world just flipped upside down. We were both trying to be new parents and stuff, but in the beginning it was a lot of, like, challenges of me, like, wanting to go out, even if it was simply going to the gym, and him feeling like he didn't have enough support, or vice versa and stuff. So I just want to think that we've definitely been a lot better at, like, trying to support one another and communicate better about what each other needs, like, if one of us is stressed out and, like, needs help and stuff. And I'm just so glad that he no longer, like, really gets mad when I need to go out and just have my alone time. He knows and has spent, because I was sick this past weeks, and he stayed because it was the raining and stuff, and he also didn't go to work. He actually got to spend 24 hours in a day of being me, and by the end of it he was like, I am, like, so admirable about what you do. I am so, like, I see why you're tired now. I see why you get mad at me and are cranky, like, when I come home. Like, I literally work with 13 different 2 to 4 year olds. I come home to now my own child. I'm taking my 19-year-old sister to and from school, to and from work. Like, there's a lot on my plate, and I don't get to break. I don't get to just come home and rest. Like, I have people that count on me, people that rely on me, and I'm the only one that's doing it. Even my own man relies on me sometimes. Not that that's harmful, but it's like he finally got to see from my perspective, like, damn, you do a lot. Like, so I'm just very grateful that he's like genuinely seeing where I'm coming from now, and is like genuinely like wanting to take interest to make sure my mental health is all right, because I'm a social butterfly, and when he met me, I was outside. So don't think you gonna hold me down now. And I ain't doing nothing crazy. We doing stuff like this. I'm talking about, ladies, let's go get cute for brunch, like, let's dress up. I just turned 21. I'm trying to drink. I'm trying to live life now. Like, come on, I'm not trying to be indoors. Like, and I've always been so responsible. I've been working since I was 15. I've been fending for myself since I was 15, even living in my mom's house. Maybe I wasn't paying rent, but I paid my own phone bill, I had a car note. Like, anytime I wanted to go out and do something, nobody was paying for me. She wasn't buying my clothes anymore. Like, so, like, yeah, if I'm gonna make money and I'm gonna earn it, I'm gonna be a hard worker, then I want to do things that make me happy.
That's the best part about always having somebody, whether it's a friendship or if it's a relationship, is having that support system. Especially when it's like you on your own doing everything. Having that support, I feel like, is definitely needed. And
that's made like everything so different. So thank you to my village, because y'all's also in here. You guys are always
support your friends, bro. Stop being stupid. And man, support your women out there. Stop being egg holes, okay? Like, for real, man, y'all need to stop being assholes. Support your women.
No, literally, stop having these babies and thinking y'all just gonna leave. Like, come on, these women deserve, these children deserve, and that's another thing that I am so glad about, like, working at a preschool, because like, I've really learned and recognized that it needs to start from the children. It needs to start from when we are young, because a lot of the kids at my school, like, are single children and are constantly acting out, don't know how to share and do everything because they're getting babied at home, or not being taught at home how to share, how to communicate, how to regulate their emotions and their feelings like properly. And we're here to teach them and guide them at school. But I've realized, like, we could be doing all of this hard work, but once they go home and they're there majority of the time, all we're doing is pretty much going in one ear out the other. Like, I need parents to really, like, understand and stress and, like, even take classes if you need to, and want to learn how to be better for their children, because this generation of children and men and women are horrible.
No, it's crazy. Like, even at my job, let me tell you something. My job, they always tell me I've never met a 25-year-old from this generation is just, like, mature and wise. Like, I'm mature, but I'm also immature when it gets to, like, I be forgetting
and it's okay
who
to
I
have
am.
kid feelings,
but
and kids,
you know, I didn't get to be a childhood. I didn't get to be a child, so give me that break. But, like, there's a lot of people that I look at who are my age, and I look at them, I'm like, who raised you? And then, like, not in no disrespect, and I mean it, because it's just like the way you think, like, it's horrible.
And the way people just do not have, like, no remorse or empathy for other people's feelings. Like, they just don't give a damn. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, and we not just bashing the man, we bashing the women too. We bashing everybody. It's everybody.
People. It's everybody. Like, it's elderly.
Us too. Like, we could be like
elderly.
Too, yeah.
I've seen, bro. I've been cussed out by a grandpa.
Yeah.
Like, literally, because I might have been driving too slow, or I might have been doing something. Like, grandpas even are insane.
No, it's crazy, honestly. But for real, like, support your friends, support your support your man, support your women, just support your
environment.
Them,
like, we need this world to be better, okay? With all this shit show going on with our president and stuff, and, like, we need to really stand together, and we really need to stick together, okay? Like, we the people.
Yeah, no, we definitely got to stick up together. And I've heard of, I've never, I've experienced it a little bit, just a teeny bit, but also envious friends. I don't understand that. Like, friends who are like, who actually envy.
Oh, people will prey on your downfall.
Like, they will prey. I've had
people.
Sucks.
If you have anything going good in your life, do not talk about it.
Yeah,
you might be able to tell snippets and stuff, but really just don't even really mention it to, like, hardcore, because people really prey on your downfall.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I've had a friend who was, like, envious of you. I've never told you this, but I have.
One of your friends was envious of me?
Yeah, because they was like, how is it that there's so much secrets between you? Like, you never speak about them. You don't want, like, when I ask you, I think you kind of know who I'm talking about.
The one you...
Yeah. Okay. Like, when they're like, I just feel like you're holding so much secret. What is it about them that you don't, just stuff like that. And I'm like, what you worried about? I got years and numbers. Like, is this like, oh, when I want to come and hang out with you, but why not? You don't want to hang out with, just shit like that. Or, like, if I had something going good for me, like, it's always like, you feel like, why do you have to go there? Like, what's, and I'm just like, leave me alone. Like, you
No,
know,
literally. I've actually had that too. Whether
know,
they wanted to admit it or not,
they
I'm
won't.
really well at reading people.
Exactly.
And I've had definitely either friends that wanted and started acting like me and wanting to be me after we stopped being friends, after bagging on all my choices while we were friends.
It happens.
Or just people like, I swear, people be doing brujeria on me. Like,
do what?
Like bad juju, bad.
What was that?
Like
what's that
brujeria.
word?
Like
Brujeria?
What's the English word?
What is it?
Witchcraft.
Was it in Spanish? Brujeria?
Brujeria.
Hey, let me get my Dominican on your.
Bro, I swear, because like sometimes my life just be going so up, and then just crashes down, and I just don't know. Like, people are so weird, and that's why even somebody told me, like, that's why I don't post my daughter. And one day I probably will post my daughter, but I don't post my daughter's face because she is just too beautiful, and people are already like sometimes hate on me. Like, how are you gonna? I know people will hate on a 9-month-old baby.
Yeah, she is.
Like,
that's why a lot of celebrities
somebody even
do
told
it
me
too,
to
like,
get like a evil eye bracelet for her, so like, because people will literally be envious of her, and then tell me why in that same week my car gets busted into and they stole all my daughter's stuff out of my trunk.
Yeah.
So I need to protect my baby at all costs.
No, she's a beauty. She is a beauty.
No,
Like,
because people are weird.
No, it is. There's a lot of weird stuff going on in this world. You know, all you need is Jesus. For real.
So guys, we're gonna kind of like wrap it up, but so we're new to this.
So
Well, first I'm gonna let you do it, Liv.
What?
Our shout outs.
Oh yeah. No, but we are new to this, so obviously we got a lot to learn. We have a lot of things to still, you know, develop.
Yeah.
This is, like I said,
this is a work in progress, and this is supposed to be light, fun. This is something that we've always talked about just because we want to talk and just build a fun, safe place. And we definitely will be having guests, guys. We have so many people that we want to bring up in this podcast and just talk like about any and everything, okay? Any and everything. I mean, no topics are off the table.
Oh, nothing off the table. But we new to this, but we going to get better every episode, every time. You know, we're obviously going to be as
and we
want to
be able to engage with all of you and ask you guys to ask us questions, or see if any of you guys one day want to come and share you guys' testimonies, your stories, or just like be on here. Like, we're definitely gonna have our girls.
Yeah, we're gonna have our girls here. We got Mercy back there.
We
got Isadi back there.
We got Isa. We got my sister Riley at home.
We got some. We also know like some guys too that we can get on here to get guys' point of views and stuff, like,
men's
you know,
point of views.
Nah, we don't know. We're gonna see, because it's gonna be a fight. You might need security. Look, if we get him in here, you have security right there. We be going back and forth. I love him though. That's the homie.
Yeah,
it's the homie, but he got.
We gonna test out. We're gonna test out the waters. We're gonna see.
Yeah, because the guys we know, they need a lot of screws in their head to be like.
But that's why it might be fun.
It'll be fun.
But at the same time, I don't want anybody to get embarrassed, because the world is cruel.
It is.
But we can't change the way they be.
Oh yeah,
and if you are who you are,
we're gonna in advance. We want to apologize for anybody that does come on here. In advance, because some of our friends are very
unhinged.
Yeah.
But we listen and we don't judge. That's the whole.
You gonna learn.
Safe podcast.
Me and Taylor are some unhinged people. You're gonna learn as episode progress.
We were very home trained this episode, and very polite, very demure, very classy. But we can get very unhinged. When I tell you no topics are off the table, we will be spilling everything that should have stayed in the group chat. I meant that.
You know, but let me quickly just ask one more question. You know, time wise, you ready?
Ahead.
What do you feel just like with how life has been just in general since you was like young till now? Like, is there anything that you would change?
No, because I don't like to live with any regrets. I feel like everything I've experienced has taught me a lesson, and I experienced it for a reason. And I got through it, and it made me stronger, and it made me who I am today. So I will never want to take anything that happened back. Like, obviously, I wish certain people didn't die. Like, if I could bring back the dead, I definitely would.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, because even that made me who I am today, and made me stronger, and made me want to like live life even more to the fullest, because time is not promised. So no, there's definitely nothing that I would change, and I'm just super grateful and appreciative of what I've built for myself and where I'm at now. And there's only up from here.
And what would you tell your younger self? Yeah,
you did it, bitch.
Period.
You
That's a
did it,
good
bitch.
one. Yeah.
Like you did and said everything that you've wanted to do so far, except I still want to build my own salon one day, and I definitely have that. I'm taking the steps to work towards that. I have a microblading eyebrow kit in my closet.
Period.
So it's only a matter of time for me to get back into school and start that process. But other than that, literally every single thing that I've said, I've gotten it, and it was greater. Because obviously back then, certain things that I wanted, maybe it wasn't as advanced as it is now.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely grateful for what I got now.
Yeah, no. That's good.
And I did it all by myself.
And she did.
With the support of my village. But of
that.
course, like, I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah, no. I piggyback off you as well. I feel like I don't live in regrets. Yeah, I don't. Anything that's happened was meant to happen. I feel like.
Absolutely.
And I tell you this all the time. I feel like God He gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Yes.
All the time.
Liv has instilled that into my brain.
I tell that to Taylor all the time. I'm like, he gave you something that he knew you can handle. This is like, it may feel like it's hard or like for everything, but it's literally like, it's just like nothing to the chin. It just shows that you could take anything to the chin and rise up from it.
Right.
Even, and just with me, like, I don't regret anything as much as I have not had the best like upbringing, but I'm thankful that I got to see the things that I seen. I'm thankful that I got to live the life that I live, because like I said, it made me who I am today. The way I think, the way I cherish things, the way I love, the way I give, all stems from what I've been through.
Yeah.
And what I tell my younger self is that, you know what, exactly just like you did it. Like, you overcame everything that was thrown at you that you wasn't supposed to.
Exactly.
Like, I literally overcame obstacles that was supposed to break me and it didn't.
And there's so many people that tell us, I've heard people say to you, so many people said it to me, if I had and went through what you did, I don't know where I would be or how I would have got through it. So you're definitely right about God only gives you what you can handle.
Exactly.
Like, God knows that you are strong enough to take on this, so here you go, and it's gonna teach you.
Yep. Shout out to God, bro.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah.
My baby Jesus.
But just to and I'm gonna go ahead. We do have a socials, like an Instagram, podcast Instagram. So go ahead and follow that.
Down in the bio.
We are gonna do like some behind the scene content. I feel like it's necessary,
Yes, and I definitely want to start a TikTok as well, because we need to find some creative, funny ways.
Should we make a TikTok today?
Yeah, I'm down.
We gonna make a TikTok today.
We could do a TikTok.
Yeah, we will.
We should.
We love that. And then follow our personal Instagrams.
Yes.
Shout yours out.
IV.TAAA. No, 2 A's. Why? 2 A's.
Mine is the official being 0, and then official Olivia with 2 A's. I don't be on there, like I don't post often, but I'm on there. I'm like liking and commenting.
And all of this will be tagged.
Yeah,
like,
it's all on our YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put this in our YouTube. Okay, so something creative that me and Liv wanted to do for our podcast is either create a word of the episode or of the week, depending on how much we end up posting and stuff. So, and a quote. So the word of the episode this time is friendship. And I feel like that's just like Mando's for what we were talking about this episode. Do you want to read the quote?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me read the quote.
Take it away.
So the quote is, friendship is not about who has been in your life the longest, but who walked in and never left when it gets heavy. And I think that describes us period. To the T. Like, yes, we've known each other for the longest, but I've also been able to see her in her darkest, but also in your lightest. And vice versa.
And been able to love me through it all.
And love you through it. And never,
vice versa.
And there's a lot of people that I know that wouldn't have stayed. They, like, people like...
And there's many people that did walk out of my life and said, you know what, this is a little too much for me. Your family's a little too crazy.
Yeah.
And I ain't even mad at you.
Exactly.
But you know what?
But it wasn't meant to be.
It's about the toughest shoulders that are still standing.
It wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, it just wasn't meant to be. I'm not even mad at it. I ain't got no bad blood with nobody. So if you got beef with me, you really don't, because I don't even know about it.
Exactly.
And if you don't got my number to call me, you don't know me well enough to have beef with me. And that was like from Tom Holland, or somebody said that.
And if you do have my number, you don't call me, fuck you.
Yeah.
I got a potty mouth.
Yeah, because the phone works both ways, people.
Exactly. I've learned to leave people where they at.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so I feel like that's just pretty much to wrap up this episode. I feel like we did great, Liv, so let's give ourselves a pat on the back.
We did that. I'm proud of us, because we've been talking about this since 2022, and like life has just been lifing, and
literally.
We did it, and now
we cannot wait to share more with you guys. And so Liv.
So without being said, all right, besties, that's it for today's chaos.
Any more, and we would have to plead the fifth.
If you laughed or cringed,
welcome to the club. No membership needed.
This is a Safe Space Podcast.
See you next spiral.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
I want to see some snippets.
We need to make TikToks of it. Let's make it. Can we make a TikTok in here?